Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by Olipop. Olipop is a new kind of soda that combines classic flavors of soda with prebiotic fibers, functional ingredients, and no added sugar. I really like this new take on soda, particularly the fiber aspect. You can get either 6 or 9 grams of fiber in one can of Olipop, which I think is phenomenal. And I love that it tickles the nostalgia button by tapping into classic flavors like vintage cola, lemon lime, orange squeeze, and root beer. I'm also excited to share Olipop's newest limited edition flavor. It's called Pineapple Paradise, and it has a very familiar face on it. And this is a SpongeBob collaboration. There are 5 limited edition cans. It looks like I have an entire army of the eye patch SpongeBob. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. Cheers. This one's a bit of a throwback for me. Many years ago, my mom would take me to Long's Drugs, and they had a vending machine that sold soda, and a little paper cup would dispense along with some crushed ice, some syrup, and soda water. And the flavor I always got was pineapple. And this is very reminiscent of that. It also reminds me of those small tins of pineapple juice. I used to drink those when I was really small. For me, it's the perfect combination of pineapple nostalgia, fizziness, and sweetness in a can. So this is the newest limited edition flavor. Get them while you can. You can find Olipop at your local Target, Walmart, or Whole Foods. So if you'd like to get $2 off Olipop and try their limited edition flavor, Pineapple Paradise, or any flavor you like, click the link down below. Big thanks to Olipop for sponsoring this video and for allowing me to make better videos for all of you. Alrighty, my lovelies, we're going to be continuing with the SpongeBob theme, and we are going to be making homemade Krabby Patties. Of course, these were served at the Krusty Krab by Mr. Eugene Krabs. It's a burger of sorts that's made with a vegetarian patty and all the typical hamburger fixins inside, including lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, mustard, and ketchup. And a slice of cheese, so cheeseburger fixings, but the patty is supposed to be vegetarian. But we're going to be taking a very literal take on this, and we're going to be making a actual crab patty. I've never made crab cakes before. I love crab, and I think it's going to be delicious. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, lovelies, for my version of Krabby Patties, we're going to be using crab. This is premium crab meat. This is jumbo lump. This was quite expensive. This was $32 for this container, and it is just a half a pound. Very expensive. Around here you can find blue crab, and by all means, if you have fresh crab available, please use it. That would be the best option. But this is what I was able to find, and we are going to drain it. Oh, look, it comes like this. Wow, I've never purchased this before. It comes packaged like this. Oh, look at that. So what we're paying for here is convenience. This has already been picked, meaning all the meat has been removed from the shell. Look at that. And this is premium jumbo lump. So that means we have big pieces. It does smell fishy, but not overpoweringly so. So is there any liquid to drain? I'm gonna place it into the strainer to drain any juices out so that our crab meat isn't too wet. Put this into my bowl. That is beautiful. Let's just try this. I've never purchased crab meat like this before. It has a little bit of a bounce to it, similar to shrimp, but more of a texture of fish. You know what I mean? It kind of shreds, but pretty good. Now to this, we're going to add freshly cracked pepper, bit of salt, not too much because we're going to be adding mayo, which has salt in it as well. We're going to add some mayonnaise. This is going to add some richness and of course flavor. About 3 tablespoons. And for seasoning, this is a classic seasoning for crab. It's Old Bay. It's a combination of celery salt, paprika, pepper. I believe it has salt. It has salt in it too. Right, so I'm going to add that, and then we're going to add some fresh lemon juice, Lemon juice and seafood. Again, another classic combination. And for color and flavor, I can add some fresh flat leaf parsley. A few tablespoons of that. And I'm gonna add some egg. So the recipe that I'm adapting calls for an entire egg, but I've only got a ½ pound of crab here, so I'm just gonna add half of that egg. So I just beat it up a little bit so that I could get half of it. And I'll use the other half of this in my eggs for breakfast tomorrow. Next, I'm gonna add some crackers. I've got some buttery crackers in this bag. Crush them up and add them to the crab. You could also use breadcrumbs, panko, whatever you've got on hand. But I happen to have these buttery crackers, so that's what I'm gonna use. Okay, so add some crushed crackers, and I will add more if we need some. I use my fork to break things up. And because we're using this big jumbo lump, we have big pieces of crab here. I'll just break it up a little bit, and the mayo and the egg will kind of bind everything together. I don't want to break up the crab pieces too much. It's nice to have those big pieces. So I'm going to add a little bit more breadcrumb. Feels a little loose because we want the patties to hold their shape. I think I might add the rest of that egg. Just put the whole egg in there. And the crumbs. It's a little loose. Yeah, that's better. Good. I've got a baking pan lined with some parchment, and we are going to shape these into patties. So I'm going to make 3 piles here. We are going to bake our Krabby Patties rather than frying them, so that way we don't have to worry about them falling apart. So I'm dividing the mixture into 3 piles. Now we're going to shape these into patties. Press these gently, and I want them to be about the size of my burger buns. Beautiful. We want to shape these into nice patties, so give a good amount of pressure, but not too much. We don't want to crush anything. That looks great. About the size of our burger bun. Now we're going to pop these into a preheated 450-degree Fahrenheit oven and bake them for 8 to 10 minutes until they're fully cooked. And then we're going to broil them for a couple minutes just to get them a little golden brown. Alrighty, lovelies, I'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, lovelies, I just took the Krabby Patties out of the oven and they look phenomenal. Look at that. I forgot to mention, before baking, you want to top each one of the patties with a little pat of butter, then bake, and they'll get nice and bubbly and hot. And then I finished them off under the broiler for about 2 minutes, and they got nice and golden. And I'm so pleased that we didn't have to fry these in the pan, because then I would be worried that they would fall apart, because the crab is so kind of flaky and tender. So we don't have to worry about the patties falling apart if we bake them. It smells great, it smells nice and buttery, not at all fishy, and I cannot wait to taste them. When I was researching this, I discovered that there is a very specific order in which you need to assemble your Krabby Patty. So we're going to follow that specific order. To begin with, I've got a bun. Sesame seed burger bun, very cute. And we're going to begin with some pickles on the bottom. On top of that, ketchup and mustard. Next, we add tomato. Next, onions, cheese, lettuce, beautiful patty. Oh my gosh, it's so tall. And then more pickle. And then the bun. And there we have it. A very tall Krabby Patty. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Isn't it gorgeous? It looks so good. I love how the cheese is kind of cartoony style and is bending at the corners. We can see the tomato, the onion, the lettuce, the patty, the bun with the sesame seeds. Looks good, but will it taste good? Let's find out. I'm gonna give it a little squish. Oh my gosh, let's see if this will fit. Look at that. Beautiful. Here we go. Itadakimasu. Oh. Mmm. Mm. So good. Delicious. All the flavors that are reminiscent of an In-N-Out California style burger. Crunchy lettuce, crunchy onion, tomato, cheese, but with a homemade crab patty inside, and it's delicious. It's sweet, buttery. So good. I got a nice prickly bite on that one, which adds some of that dilly brininess along with the crunch of the onion. Texturally, it's fantastic. The crab patty itself is wonderful. It holds its shape, flavorful. That Old Bay seasoning is so good. Classic kind of celery, paprika, oniony, garlicky flavor. Just goes so nicely with the crab. It's so good. I'm gonna call that the secret ingredient, the Old Bay seasoning. I know Plankton was always looking for it. I love this combination of crab cake in burger mode here. It's simultaneously familiar yet pleasantly different. Love it. In terms of an eating experience, it's a little reminiscent of a filet of fish, but still very, very different because we have all the toppings of a hamburger and no tartar sauce. So I love it. It's a wonderful spin on a crab cake. Fantastic. And I've eaten half of it already. Would definitely make this again and can't wait to share it with my kids because I think they're going to love it. Alrighty, my lovelies, thanks so much for watching, and big thanks to Olipop for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to get $2 off your next Olipop purchase, you can click the link down below. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye! I almost forgot to mention, this is way better than the Wendy's version of the Krabby Patty. Way, way, way better. So much better. So good. So good.